Joshua's going to be there this weekend. Working with Sky.
Good. It's about time he put some money in my pocket.
Where have all these comments come from about if you see each other and all this?
Because he's just talking shit. Joshua always talks shit, man. Joshua, he's been doing it for years. He just talks shit the whole time. It's like, one minute he's a good boy, the next minute he's a bad boy. 1 minute he's a good boy, the next minute he's a bad boy. Like, he just talks shit the whole time. Like, I was cool with the cat. I was like, you know what, he got beat up by the little fat guy. Blah, blah, blah. I was cool with him. I was like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Good luck, get the belt back. Let's have a fight in England, blah, blah, blah. Then he just started talking shit out of nowhere. Randomly just started talking shit. So I was like, you know, I'm sick of this shit. He's saying, he's going to come to the fight. He's going to get in the ring and do this and do that. He thinks it's a game. He thinks it's WWE. You know, I don't play that. If you step to me, I'm not having it. Straight. Step to me, I'm not having it. If he steps to me, I'm not having it. I'm not gonna do what he did. Step to me and make me push it, man. He almost fell off the stage. Not me. I'll swing. If you step in my personal space, I'll start swinging. Straight.
But I think the way it's set out, he's not really going to be able to go into the ring anyway, is he?
Oh, he said he's gonna step to me and do this and do that. That's what he said, not me. I didn't say that. That's what he said. So if you want to step to me, then cool. Step to me. I never said, oh yeah, he's the one that said it. So if you want to step to me, and we'll see what happens, innit? But
those are the words of Dillian Whyte, and he confirms that if Anthony Joshua steps to him, gets in his personal space, he's going to start swinging. That's it. He says that Anthony Joshua talks a lot of shit. He says that he's a good boy 1 minute, he's a bad boy another minute, you know, and it's some truth to that. Now let me explain. Him just talking shit, I know a lot of people talk to promote themselves, I get that, and that's including Dillian Whyte, Wilder, Joshua, Fury, all of them do it, okay? You know, the promoter is a aid to promotion these days instead of an actual the actual person that promotes. It's everyone looks at the fighter nowadays. You know, the promoter just does the paperwork. Anyhow, he says he's a good guy 1 minute and a bad guy 1 minute. Well, I will say this. Truth of the matter is about Joshua, I feel, my opinion, that Joshua has a dark side to him. Okay? And a lot of people look at Joshua in a certain light, and they respect Joshua. Joshua does a lot of respectful things. And it's one of them things where you forget that this was the same guy that learned how to box because he was afraid he was going to go to jail. You know, there is things of examples of Joshua doing things that you were like, okay, what was that about? Charlemagne the God, right? He has his own problems nowadays, but he was on the Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne seen that he had his knuckles were bleeding or something like that, and he was like, whoa, what your knuckles bleeding, you know? And Joshua was like, he really didn't engage in the conversation on why they were bleeding. He was like, well, sometimes, you know, I got to hit something. And he was like, well, damn, what you know, you got anger issues, you know? So there is some signs of that being true. You know, now what he does outwardly, it's positive. Now what he does behind closed doors, that's his business as far as his personal life, right? So, but I think that's kept under wraps pretty much, you know, him and his circle, which is cool. That's how it's supposed to be, you know? But as far as Dillian Whyte, I think that there's always going to be a rivalry. Okay. He says, well, I'm going to swing on Joshua. Let's go back in memory lane. Who was in Saudi Arabia and who came into was it the dressing room of Anthony Joshua? Gave him a hug, gave him props? Dillian Whyte. So it's kind of weird for Dillian Whyte to now say, well, hey, if I see him, he steps to me, I'm going to start swinging because he's talking so much shit. And I really don't know what he was really that pissed off about. But rest assured, Anthony Joshua really won't be able to come into the ring. Okay, he wasn't able to go into the ring when they had a live audience. They made him stay outside in the corner of the ring, if you can remember when Dillian Whyte knocked out Derek Chisora in the rematch. So I don't think that would be a problem. But if Dillian Whyte said, oh, he's going to get in my personal space, okay, are you just referring to the ring? Or you're referring to the locker room or outside in a public area or what? Because it seems to me that's more like a threat than anything else. When I see him and he comes to anywhere near me, I'm going to start swinging. That's what Dillian Whyte's saying. So if that's the case, that's more of a threat coming from you because you don't like what the man said about you. Instead of, hey, he's talking shit. He steps in my personal space. I didn't say nothing bad to him. He did. Well, you're going to start fighting. So you're saying it's past talking. It's past conversating. There won't be any of that when I see you. Okay, so this is kind of the same situation where Fury and Dillian Whyte got into it, where they were talking about when I meet each other, it's on or whatever. You remember that beef? Well, I think this was early last year, before the failed negotiations between Fury and Wilder took place. So it was the similar kind of thing. However, Joshua will be there, of course, as we know. And we will see how everything goes. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Dillian Whyte confirming, threatening to start throwing punches if Anthony Joshua comes near him. Tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.